In the last session, we have seen differential amplifier. What is the difference between single-ended and differential operation? Then the corruption of the signal due to coupling when it is a single-ended and when it is a differential operation. And as well as we have seen what is the effect of supply noise on the single-ended circuit and on the differential circuit. Then the operation of the basic differential pair, input-output characteristics of the differential pair, how exactly the graph of V in 1 minus V in 2 with respect to V out 1 minus V out 2, and as well as how both the output voltage V out 1 and V out 2 vary with respect to V in 1 minus V in 2, and what is the common mode behavior of the circuit. And we have the current characteristic with respect to V in Cm, Vp with respect to V in Cm, and V out 1 and V out 2 with respect to V in Cm. The nature of the graph we have seen in the last discussion, last session. In today's session, we will see the large signal analysis of this particular circuit, that is basic differential pair, that is quantitative analysis. Now for the differential pair, of this particular figure, we can write V out 1 is equal to VDD minus RD1 ID1 and V out 2 is equal to VDD minus RD2 ID2. Now what is the difference V out 1 minus V out 2? How do we write? V out 1 is VDD minus RD1 ID1 minus VDD minus RD2 ID2. This is equal to RD2 ID2 minus RD1 ID1, or this can be written as, if RD2 and RD1 are same or considered as RD, we can write RD into bracket ID2 minus ID1 if RD1 is equal to RD2 is equal to RD. Thus, we simply calculate ID1 and ID2 in terms of V in 1 and V in 2, assuming the circuit is symmetric. The circuit is symmetric. M1 and M2 are saturated and lambda is equal to 0. Now what we have done? We have just written the equations of V out 1 and V out 2. V out 1 is VDD minus RD1 ID1 and V out 2 is VDD minus RD2 into ID2. That is, we have taken the output voltages of these 2 points, V out 1 and V out 2, and got the difference equation, and that we are getting it as RD into ID2 minus ID1. Since, let us call this point as P. This is a point P, you remember, this point is P. Since the voltage at node P is equal to, I told you this is a point P, and we get the point P from this side also and this side also. So the voltage at this particular point P is V in 1 minus VGS1, and if you move from this side it is V in 2 minus VGS 2 minus, V into minus VGS2. This side it is V in 1 minus VGS1. This side it is V into minus VGS2. That can be written as now V in 1 minus VGS1 and V into minus VGS2. Now we equate these two voltages, equating both the voltages at node P. We have V in 1 minus VGS1 is equal to V into minus VGS2. Just we have equated these two equations of the node P. At node P, from this side if you go, it is V in 1 minus VGS1. At node P, if you go from this side, it is V into minus VGS2. This can be written as V in 1 minus V into, it is equal to VGS1 minus VGS2. Let us mark this as equation number 1. For a square law device, we have current, drain current, as we have seen, half mu n Cox W by L, VGS minus VTH whole bracket square. From this equation we can write what is VGS minus VTH whole bracket square is equal to 2ID divided by mu n Cox W by L. So VGS minus VTH is equal to square root of 2ID divided by mu n Cox W by L, or VGS can be written as, it is square root of 2ID divided by mu n Cox W by L plus VTH. This is the equation of VGS. Let us call this as equation number 2. Now we will write what is V in 1 minus V into in terms of this equation. We have obtained from equation 1 V in 1 minus V into as VGS1 minus VGS2. Let us use this equation for VGS and write this expression. Combining equation 1 and 2, we have V in 1 minus V into is equal to square root of 2ID1, because ID1 is the drain current flowing here and ID2 is the drain current flowing here. 2ID1 divided by mu n Cox W by L. It is the same equation of this 2ID by mu n Cox W by L. Since this is ID1 and this is ID2, we differentiate those two expressions by giving ID1 and ID2, and VTH will cancel out. So I write it as 2ID1 by mu n Cox W by L minus square root of 2ID2 divided by mu n Cox W by L. Let us call this as equation number 3. Our objective is to calculate the differential output current. Output current ID1 minus ID2. Now let us square this. V in 1 minus V into whole bracket square is equal to square root of 2ID1 by mu n Cox W by L minus square root of 2ID2 by mu n Cox W by L whole bracket square. We have just squared both sides. Now we need to simplify. This expression is, the right hand side expression is as good as A minus B the whole bracket square. Just apply that A minus B whole bracket square. A minus B whole bracket square is nothing but A square plus B square minus 2AB. Let us use that formula for the right hand side part. This is equal to a square plus b square minus 2 times a into b. So this will be 2id1 divided by mu n C ox W by L plus 2id2 divided by mu n C ox W by L minus 2ab. 2 times this into this. 2 square root of id1 id2 divided by mu n C ox W by L. See 2id1, 2id1, id1 and id2 in bracket and 2 will be outside and this will be only mu n C ox W by L. This equal to 2 divided by mu n C ox W by L as a common factor. Now id1 plus id2 minus 2 times square root of id1 into id2. Therefore, just rearrange the terms. We have half mu n C ox W by L V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. It is equal to what is id1 plus id2 is nothing but it is ISS. See, this is ISS. id1 is the current flowing through this and id2 is the current flowing through this. The sum of these two currents can be represented by ISS. Therefore, that can be written as this equal to ISS minus 2 times square root of id1 into id2. I have replaced this part by ISS because ISS is the sum of these two currents. Now, half mu n C ox W by L V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. Take this ISS this side, minus ISS is equal to minus 2 square root of id1 id2. It is just a mathematical simplification now. Now what we do here is we square both sides so that this we will get rid of this minus sign. Squaring both sides, we have half mu n C ox W by L V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square minus ISS. This square is equal to square root of minus 2 times id1 id2 whole bracket square. This is whole bracket square. Okay, this is bracket and square for it. 2 times minus 2 times id1 id2 and the square for this. Now let us expand this. We will get it as, therefore, half mu n C ox W by L square V in 1 minus V in 2. This is square. Therefore, it becomes 4 plus ISS square minus ISS. It is same as A minus B whole bracket square minus ISS mu n C ox W by L V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. This is equal to, it is a continuation, right hand side will be 4 times id1 id2. Let us call this as equation number 4. But 4 times id1 id2 is given as id1 plus id2 whole bracket square minus id1 minus id2 whole bracket square. And id1 plus id2 we have seen it as it is equal to ISS. Therefore, it is ISS square minus id1 minus id2 whole bracket square. Let us call this as equation number 5. Now, we put this 4 times id1 id2 as the expression which we have arrived at now, which is this part. We have arrived at 4 times id1 id2 is equal to ISS square minus id1 minus id2 whole bracket square. Now combining, or you can say substituting equation 5 in equation 4, we have let us substitute this equation 5 into equation 4. We get it as ISS square minus id1 minus id2 whole bracket square. This equal to half mu n Cox W by L square V in 1 minus V in 2 to the power of 4. This is this part of the expression, and for id1 id2 I have written thus, plus ISS square minus ISS mu n Cox W by L into V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. Now this ISS square will cancel with this ISS square. We get it as id1 minus id2 whole bracket square is equal to, take this minus sign this side, minus 1/4, since this is square, 1/4 mu n Cox W by L whole bracket square V in 1 minus V in 2 to the power of 4 plus this minus of minus is plus ISS mu n Cox W by L into V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. We have to just do the mathematical simplification to arrive at the final expression. The next step would be id1 minus id2 whole bracket square is equal to 1/4 mu n Cox W by L whole bracket square to V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square into bracket. It is the same continuation of the same expression, minus V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square plus 4 ISS divided by mu n Cox W by L. It is just taking the common factor and remaining right as it is. We have taken the common factor as 1/4 mu n Cox W by L whole bracket square V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. Here in the first term we are left with V in 1 minus V in 2 square plus 4 ISS. If you solve this, it will be 4 ISS divided by mu n Cox W by L. Therefore, id1 minus id2 will be is equal to half mu n Cox W by L V in 1 minus V in 2 multiplied by, it is a continuation, square root of 4 ISS divided by mu n C ox W by L minus V in 1 minus V in 2 whole bracket square. To just take a square root both sides because we need an equation of ID1 minus ID2. See, as expected, ID1 minus ID2 is an odd function of V in 1 minus V in 2 falling to 0 for V in 1 is equal to V in 2. So from this expression, we need to derive what is the expression of the gain.